Other two roommates were there at the time of the attack?
All the information we have from our investigation is that, yes, they were.
Okay, but they were unhurt.
That is correct.
So is there any explanation as to why it took so long then for someone to call 911?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to What's the 411 with Jay. I am Jay, your host, and today I want to talk about what's going on in the Brian Kohberger case and the latest with the surviving roommate, Bethany Funke. So let's review some of the things that we have seen and have been leaked into the media, because when you piece them together, they tell a little bit of a story. So here's the first article. It was Funke who found the bloodied bodies of her 3 housemates, and she has argued she should not have to appear because she now lives in Nevada, not Idaho. That was what stuck out to me. And through her lawyers, she slapped down the foreign subpoena and said a judge must have a hearing before Funke can be required to testify. And then if you go down, it says one of the survivors allegedly heard a commotion and witnessed a masked man exit through a rear sliding door, according to a police affidavit. The second survivor, in this case, Funke, is alleged to have heard or saw things that could clear the suspect, according to Botonti's affidavit. Botonti argues that the information Funke possesses is unique to her experience and cannot be provided by another witness. The next one, and these are all from mainstream media sources. Investigator Richard Botonti, who is working for Ann Taylor, Mr. Kohberger's lawyer, has subpoenaed Ms. Funke to appear at the accused killer's hearing on June 28th. Now, the hearing's going from June 26th until June 30th. That is what they have slotted, and they have her wanting to come on the second day. So what is that? I don't know why. Why wouldn't they want her there on the first day if she has something that could exonerate Mr. Kohberger? But more importantly, according to the affidavit, she allegedly witnessed a naked man run through a rear sliding door. She lived on the first floor of the home and came face to face with the alleged killer. So this is what has been leaked about the affidavit that Richard Botonti put out. Oh, hold on. So we have Bethany. This is from The Mirror. The Mirror UK. So according to The Mirror, Richard Botonti's affidavit filed in Nevada has Bethany witnessing a naked man running through a rear sliding door. I don't know if this is accurate because the affidavit is behind, it's sealed. But allegedly, this is what the Mirror is reporting. If Bethany saw a naked man run through the rear sliding door, how was she on the first floor? Well, we were lied to and told they were both sleeping all that morning. Let's revisit that, and then we'll come back to this.
So there were, I'm Emma Epperly with this Book's interview. Hi. So there were other roommates who lived at that residence. Were the roommates home at the time of the attack?
There was other people home at that time, but we're not just focusing just on them. We're focusing on everybody that may be coming and going from that residence.
So since they were home, was it a hostage situation?
No, it was not.
And then they didn't call it into police. So were they injured?
They were not injured. But like I said, we're still following up with everybody that could have been in that area.
I know you said when the call came in, it was for an unconscious person, and also that was a stabbing. It seems, just from an outside perspective looking in, like that would be not the first thing a person calling in would think.
You're right. But the report that we got was that it was an unconscious individual. It wasn't until our officers arrived on scene, went in to do caregiving check on the individual who was unconscious, that we found the scene that we found.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Heather Roberts with ABC News. Just to follow up on what she asked. So the other two roommates were there at the time of the attack?
All the information that we have from our investigation is that, yes, they were.
Okay, but they were unhurt.
That is correct.
So is there any explanation as to why it took so long then for someone to call 911? You have surviving witnesses to an incident at 3 or 4 in the morning, and the 911 call didn't come until noon?
I don't think I ever said that they were witnesses. I said they were there. So, we don't know why that call came in at noon and not in the middle of the night. Would have we loved for that to have happened? Yes, but that's not how it took place. So that's why we're investigating everything still, to try to pull all the pieces together.
Were they one of the people, were they the 911 caller?
At this point in time, I'm not going to divulge who our 911 caller is, just because I want to keep the integrity of the investigation at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me, Derek Shug, Fox News Digital. Was there anything missing in the home, or were the purses still there? Any robbery attempt, anything like that?
Nothing that we have identified.
Hi, I'm Tim with the Daily Evergreen. I was just wondering, were the two other individuals present at the home when police responded at noon?
Yes.
Okay.
Chief, if you don't mind elaborating a bit more on those two people. What was it, two people? What have those people shared about the circumstances of that night, what they saw or didn't see?
Well, I'm not going to go into what they shared that night. Obviously, that's part of our investigation. That's part of the information that we're trying to build our complete story with. So as far as that goes, we're not going to go any further into what they know and what they don't know.
How many were there?
We believe 2.
Wow. After revisiting that footage, this case seems even more mysterious than it did before. I mean, mysterious is being kind. This is downright puzzling. And apparently you guys were not alone, because the media was picking up on this weirdness at that press conference.
1:45 a.m. The 2 surviving roommates had also been in the community, but returned around 1 a.m. On the morning of November 13th, a 911 call was made at 11:58 a.m., reporting an unconscious person at the residence. The call came from inside the home from one of the surviving roommates' cell phones. Moscow police responded and found 2 victims on the 2nd floor and 2 victims on the 3rd floor.
Now that we know that Bethany does not want to testify and has a lawyer speaking on her behalf, what do you think is the reason for that? Some people think she's scarred. She's emotionally traumatized. Others think she has something to hide. I personally feel if my friends were brutally murdered, I would be there with bells on to put that perpetrator behind bars. Sometimes your mind and body just take over in those situations. And somehow we're able to put our fears aside when there's something more important that needs to be accomplished, like justice in a quadruple murder. News. So here's one more article. An affidavit filed in March by a criminal investigator supporting Kohberger's defense says Funke was in a first-floor bedroom of the apartment house during the early morning of the murders on November 13th. Funke was, quote, interviewed by police on several occasions. She disclosed things she heard and things she saw. Bethany Funke has information material to the charges against Mr. Kohberger. Portions of information Ms. Funke has is exculpatory to the defendant. Ms. Funke's information is unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. That's straight from the affidavit, guys. If that is true, that Bethany saw a naked man, they did not mention anything about Bethany other than she was there and she was sleeping on the first floor. But you can't see someone going out the back door if you're down on the first floor. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's hop out of that rabbit hole, take off our tinfoil hats, and continue on our day. Stay safe, and I will see you guys soon. Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.
See you later. Bye.